Hello, and thank you so much for joining me, Alyssa Arundell, for your monthly August 2020 tarot card reading. If you would like to check out your free 3-card spread, you could do so by clicking the link beneath this video, or indeed you could reach out for me for a one-to-one session where we can look through your situation, and I'll leave that information down below as well. But let's get into this month and see what the cards hold for you.
Hello fellow Sagittarians, and welcome to your monthly reading for August 2020. Let's have a look at what's going on in this present situation for you, Sagittarius. So the first card that comes up is the Seven of Swords. This can represent some kind of stealing in some way, whether someone actually physically steals from you or perhaps they're stealing your energy. I think another sign had this card. So it is about just looking in terms of your life and see where energy is leaking out a little bit. Perhaps it's somebody who always comes to you with their problem. Perhaps it's something that you're paying for that you don't really know what it is. So it's just bearing in mind that something can be taken potentially from you at the beginning of the month. But that's not all bad news. We get actually a bit more of a clue what it is here. We've got the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands means that you have to defend yourself this month. There could be a little bit of slander going on. Is there some gossip about you that just isn't true? I really feel here that you've just got to stand your ground and call people out. Let that fire get through. And not take any rubbish. This is about defending what is yours. This is about defending your personality, your character, and what you've worked hard to build. So the card here is lovely, actually, for your foundation card. We have the Seven of Cups. So another 7. So we've had 3 sevens so far for you, Sagittarius. This is lovely in some ways because you have so many more options. So if you have felt a bit stagnant, this is a lovely card to come up because you feel like finally I have some choices. The downside to this card is you can feel a little bit overwhelmed at the amount of choices you have. It's important to just pick one thing, see it through to the end, get it done, and then you can, revisit it in the future, the other options. But it's just about really keeping your focus for this month. Now, your past situation is the Two of Pentacles. It could well mean that you've had to balance the books in some way. Perhaps finances haven't been that easy, but you've managed to get through this difficult period, and I hope that's true for you. But it is about, it's not been a time to be frivolous. It's not been a time to be able to expand and travel and some of the things that you love to do or potentially love to do. It has been a bit of more of a time of hard graft, getting your head down, getting things done. So the card here that spiritually crowns you, though, can open up for a bit more fun. This is the Ten of Pentacles. This is gifts from above, particularly in the form of money. So you could be the recipient of some kind of windfall, help, bonus, something like that. But this is a sort of spiritual reward for keeping your cool and sticking to the right moral path. Now, your immediate future is a beautiful one. You have the World, card 21, the final card of the major arcanas. This card comes up just before a new journey begins, and so you can expect for the clock to hit 12 again and a brand new dawn to arise. Your state of mind this month is lovely. It's the Hermit. You could, again, another major arcana card, you could feel like you want to spend some time in quiet contemplation. Perhaps you don't want to hear that if you have been in lockdown and you have been spending time in quiet contemplation. But the Hermit is also a leader. He's here with his lantern. He illuminates the path ahead and he leads other people. And the thing about this is it can be a bit of a lonely journey sometimes if you are being the leader. Perhaps you're the one that makes the decisions in your family. Perhaps you're the friend that everybody goes to. But actually, you've got to ask yourself, sometimes that might get annoying, but would you really have it any other way? You are a leader, and it's about embracing that aspect of yourself. Now, your outside influence is another major arcana card, and this time it's the devil. You might get pulled into thinking that a bad habit that you've tried to kick, you might start it up again, or you might get tempted to start it up again. The devil is always about something tempting us or something keeping us chained back. So if it, as an outside influence, it could be maybe a previous toxic relationship. Maybe they're trying to draw you back in, whether this is romantic or a friendship. I think it's important to let sleeping dogs lie and give that one a wide berth. But of course, this is just spiritual guidance. You have to do what you feel is right for you. But just bear in mind that getting dragged back into bad habits isn't always a good thing at all. Now, your hopes and fears is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords can make you feel a bit exhausted, make you feel a bit defeated, make you feel a little bit like Caesar, who's been stabbed in the back by Brutus and his friends, and you're pulling out the swords. The good thing about it is it's the end of a cycle. So much like the world, a new day is dawning, but there might still be a bit of healing to do from those past hurts, especially if you've been a bit picked on or a bit slandered in some way. And your outcome here, well, it's the Tower. Now, the Tower isn't always the most friendly looking card. It usually means that something is going to crumble within your life, but usually it's something that wasn't built on solid ground anyway. So some kind of revelation can lead to just washing away that tower that was built on sand, that wasn't stable, and building something more stable for the future. Now, this can be jarring, it can be upsetting, but it's necessary in order to move forward in your spiritual path, in your life purpose path, with all the tools that you need. So cutting out potentially the people or situations that are just not serving you anymore this month, Sagittarius. And it's about being very sort of single-minded, I feel, a little bit, not compromising as much as you have been. And that's sometimes the opposite to advice that I give, but I feel like for you guys this month, it is about standing firm with what you believe in.
I'd just like to thank you once more for joining me here this month. It's been a real honour being with you. If you would like to check out that free 3-card spread, I'll leave that information down below. But until we speak again next month, I'm wishing you lots of luck. Take care, Alyssa.